Yo, welcome back. So this time I'm doing a trailer reaction, not a trailer reaction, a video reaction, excuse me, to Pokemon's official channel, 1,000 Pokemon video. Uh, we'd come a long way, man. I remember I was around when it was just the original 150 in the inception. It was 150, 151 with Mew too, right? I think. Is it 150? Is it 150 with Mewtwo or 151 with Mewtwo, or is it 151 with Mew? Anyway, that was the original. Actually, I got the poster right here, but I got my TV is blocking the poster. So I can't see the last like 12, but like the last I can't see the last four Pokemon. But I have a Pokemon poster right here in front of me. Um, it's crazy. I look at it every day. I don't remember. Anywho, we're not here about that. I'm not trying to be some old fuddy duddy. Oh, I remember my day. We had 150 Pokemon. Now we have 1,000. Nah, cause I like all the Pokemon. Every Pokemon has a little special place in my heart, even if they're ridiculous. Like how creamy. It's a little. It's whipped cream. They made a whipped cream Pokemon. They have ice cream. They've had uh, actually, had they had any other food? Pokemon? Creamy, Vanillix. I think that's it. I think that's it. Tropius, technically, with the bananas around his neck. But anyway, this is going on too long. 2 minutes in, I'm rambling. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. So I don't understand what this. I guess it's just a celebration. Let's go ahead and check it out. Hey, remix. Let me just real quick. I don't care what no one says. This Pokemon is not cute. This Pokemon is not cute. Now I said, like I just said, they all have a special place in my heart because I've played the games. I don't have anything like I don't. There's no Pokemon that I hate. I'll put it that way. There's a lot of Pokemon I'm like I don't understand, but I get it. I get if you like it, you like it. Uh, Everyone loves Dunsparce. I like Dunsparce too, but it's just so it's basically like I think it's like a Japanese salamander. I think that's what it's based on. Um, but yeah, like people love that. People love. You think Pikachu's cute, but at the end of the day, it's a yellow rat. I mean, like I said, all these Pokemon ain't perfect. Let's be real. Sudowoodo is literally a tree. Like we've had garbage Pokemon. We've had anything you could think of. Pokemon that probably made it at this point. Yeah, I love this. It's literally a fish shaped like a heart. You had what is that guy's name? The anchor Pokemon. It's literally it's an anchor possessed. That's all it is. Or so. Wait a minute, what was that? Wait, you could what? Wait a minute. That's excellent. You could ride a Lapras like that? I did not know that. I've never used a Lapras in any game. I've caught the Lapras. I don't use the Lapras. I'm a big unless there's very specific Pokemon. But for the most part, when I make my teams, you have to have at least one extra stage. I prefer a 3 stage Pokemon, but if you're cool enough in my book, I can work with two. One stage is like very rare for me, unless it's like a Mawile or who else is one stage that I've used. Um, I'm looking at the poster. Yeah, I really don't use too many one stage Pokemon. Um, uh, have I used the Kangaskhan? I don't think I used the Kangaskhan. Um, I guess back in the day when they were one stage, but a lot of Pokemon nowadays have 2 stages. I've never used a Pinsir. I've used the Tauros. Okay, I use the Tauros. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, yeah, I think that's it. Blueberry, Hurricane. Who's making these beats? 400. Snorlax. What up? So when I played Black and White the first time, first ever played through, and I remember it was post game, and I found the little dungeon where Volcarona was at, and I was like, oh my god, what is this? Now, granted, when this game came out, I was really young when Pokemon when this gen. I mean, I was still like, when was Gen 5? I had to been like late. I had to been like middle school or like early high school when that came out. And I didn't know at the time. I thought it was like some legendary Pokemon I had caught. And I was like, oh man, I'm so excited! And I caught. I was like, oh, that's nice. And then I found out that Larvesta is its pre-evolution, and I was like, oh, nice. But then I was kind of mad. I was like, I could have caught Larvesta way a long time ago and had a Volcarona. Because the thing with Volcarona, it's a cool Pokemon, but I think you have to level it up to like 64. And the thing is, it's a 2 stage Pokemon. So I mean, is it worth it? It all depends on if you like it, if you want to spend all that time. It's the same thing with like Hydreigon, but it's a 3 stage though. That's a thing. So you get 3 stages, even though you have to trade up to level 64. Ooh. They got love Vesta. Oh, Zorora. Yeah, I love Zorora, man. Man, when I got which one was that? Which one was that? I'm saying which one. There's only one game. Legends Arceus. When I got Legends Arceus, I made sure when I saw the Hisuian Zorora, I made sure I caught that thing, put it on my team. It sucks though because I'm a spoilers. but you can't catch Aurora into the last section of the game, the last map of the game. So if you really want it, you have to wait or trade with somebody. But I mean, I think it's worth it. Zoroark was cool. The Hisuian form. Okay. Okay. I hate this evolution with a passion. It is so you basically had to find this out by accident. So if you don't know, to get Inkay to Malamar, you have to level it up and you have to flip the damn DS to evolve it. I never knew that because the only time I ever had to worry about Malamar was it was either Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I was trying to complete the Pokedex, and I caught Inkay, and I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure you just got to level it up and evolve. It has an evolution. I know there's no stone, there's no trade or anything, there's no items. And then I looked it up, and you had to flip the S. That is so stupid. Because now I don't can you could you even use Malamar now in like future games? Because what you gonna flip the you would literally have to undock your Switch if you're gonna do that. Because if you got it docked in and you're playing, I gotta take my thing. I gotta take my Switch off of the dock, flip the Switch, evolve, just do all. Come on, man, that's stupid. There are better gimmicks. I mean, granted, some of these gimmicks um, were not great either. I can't remember off the top of my head, but if I see a Pokemon Wolf one, I'll point it out. Oh, there you go. The two right here, the Galarian, the Surf Fetch thing. I think it's which is that's another stupid one. That one is more like you got to really. That's very meticulous. What you got to do with that. You got to, and then you got to get 3 critical hits in a row or something like that. Which is, I mean, it's possible. There's a I think, I forgot how I did it. It was, I forgot what move I used, but yeah, that's possible. The one with the whatever this is right here. I forgot his name. Runagligas or something like that. Um, I think that one you have to take like a certain amount of damage, run under the some ruins in the wild area. Oh, so I guess these are all like the weird. Yeah, so I see how it is. So these are like these are like either items. It looks like for the most part items are just no. They all have gimmicks. These are all gimmicks. Okay, yeah. So it usually back in the day for melodic, you had to get like the beauty up and then evolve it. Now I think it's like you got to trade with a scale. So this you got to take a certain amount of damage and run under a ruin. This one you had an empty slot. Now this was actually cool when I found this out back in the day. Um, I evolved the Nincada, got the Ninja, and I was like, I got an extra Pokemon. Where'd it come from? And I found out later when you evolve and then Kata with an empty slot, you get the ninjas. So this, I think it's places with electromagnetic uh, um, like areas, fields. This you have to do it in a rainy area. This was either items. I already said this one. So I used this. He was cool to use, but he's so beatable though. He's not. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's weak, but he has a lot of weaknesses. And plus, you can't evolve him until you get to basically the end of the game because that's the only place with an ice stone. This right here, this one's the same thing as a Magnezone. And in Pangoro, you have to. I think you have to have a dark type in on your team or something like that. Teach a certain move. I don't know. Like I said, a lot either like it's a lot of work just to get them. These are all the extra different types. Male and female. Here's a lot of areas. So is this all of the ones they had different designs and cups? Come on, man. Hold on. I know someone out there did this. Look at this. If you had time to do all that for Vivillon and Al Creamy, kudos to you, man. I couldn't do that. That's too much. That's too much work, bro. Different ability for attacking the Galarian. Oh, this is a Galarian. All right, well, I'm back. Hey, hey, my boy, my girl. I caught one and named her. I named her in November. So there's a book series out there. It's called the first book is called Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. It's actually a pretty interesting book series. I've read the first two books in the series. I can't find the third book anywhere. So if you guys if you heard the book series, the Dead Things series, Dead Things, Children Should Not Play with Dead Things. I think that was the name of the first book. I might be paraphrasing it by Martina McAtee, MCATE. That's the artist name, Arthur's name. Excuse me. So if anyone can find out where I can actually find I think there's two more books afterwards. So if you know where that is, please let me know so I can find them books and get them or ebook them or something. Legendary. Let me go back to the legendary. So the thing with the three birds, does anyone is there any like story, any videos out there of why they look like this? Because I watched a Lockston video back in like I guess a couple years ago. I still don't understand what they're based on. You know what I mean? I think the original trio were based off like Native American. Well, one of them was Native. Like most of it is the Phoenix, obviously. Zapdos was like the Thunderbird, which is a Native American thing, and then Articuno, I think it was based off a god. I think I'm not sure, but I don't understand what these three are based off. I guess since this is Galarian, Galar, so it's like I want to say the Articuno is based off. I guess Zoro, but that doesn't make sense. Zoro is Latin America. That's not Spanish. I mean, it's I guess that would make sense. Technically, I don't know. I never understood what these forms represented. Reggie, Satia, Ever, Rana, Queza, Big Trio, Time Space, Giratina, them three. Yeah. So, so the great thing about the Ox, not the Ox, the Arceus thing. This is part. I think this is the last thing I have to do in the game. I put in like 500 freaking hours into Legends Arceus. This is. I think this is the last thing I gotta do. Catch this, fill out the Pokédex, and I think I'm done. And then other than doing like the battle, the training battle thing in Jubilee Village. I think that's the last thing I got to do. I mean, it was just so much to do, man. I just spent so much time catching Pokemon and training them and filling out their decks. Like some people that maybe teased to me that was like very therapeutic. It was very calming. Like this is a very chill game if you ain't trying to speed run it. Which I don't understand people that speed run. I guess I get it for like content, but like I would never speed run on my own free time. I want to enjoy the game. Hey, 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 hey. 905. Oh boy. All right. So I understand what I'm reacting to, but but I have not played the game yet, and I don't know if I will anytime soon. Um, I guess I kind of got to react to the rest of it for the full effect for 1,000 Pokemon. Um, but I kind of want to. I kind of want to. I've seen some. I've seen some of the new Pokemon that wasn't really spoiled. Like I think I saw a new. If you haven't played it, spoilers. I caught it on the stream. It was like a real early. It was like a real early stream that somebody did. It was like a week before the game came out. It was on Twitch. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, it was on Twitch, and I was like, oh, they have a what prehistoric future, whatever you call them, forms. They got Dunsparce. And I was like, that's really cool. Uh, dang, I don't want to spoil it though. Like I said, I'll get to this game at some point, but it ain't gonna be no time soon. Um, Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna leave it there. I mean, I'll give you a thumbs up, obviously. Um, but yeah, there you go. That's 1,000 Pokemon. Obviously, didn't. I got the 905, so we missed about 95 Pokemon, which is there's a 95 new Pokemon in this game. That's crazy. So let's go ahead since we're here. Let's go ahead and look at some comments. Let's go ahead and look at. Okay, so let's go ahead and read the description of what this video is about. 26 years after the release of the official, of course it's official, of the original Pokemon games, Pokemon Red version and Pokemon Green version in Japan, the number of Pokemon discovered has fully surpassed 1,000. Let's celebrate the occasion with a look back at some of your favorite Pokemon. Start your adventure in Paldea today. Okay. And then you have all your links. So let's go ahead. So this was the first thing I saw. The fact that people have literally gone from infants to working adults in the time Pokemon has been around is crazy. Very true. Because in 26, so I was 5 years old when this game officially released. Now, technically, technically I was 6 when, no. Yeah, so 95 was. Well, in America, it was 96. So I was 5. 95. I think so. Is it 26 years from 2023? Anyway, I was 5 years old. Anyway, but yeah, that's a crazy one. Absolutely insane. The editor needs some raise. It brings so much nostalgia. We don't know. Excuse me. Something I love so much about Pokemon that no matter which of these 1,008 creatures you look at, no matter how much you might not care for them, someone out there places it as their absolute yes. You know what? I'm gonna go with like these. Yeah, that's true. That's what I was saying earlier. There's not any Pokemon that I hate. Some of them just they don't hit. That's just I'm gonna be real. Like I already went through some of them earlier. Nostalgia trip for those of us that have been playing since Red Blue came out, still playing to this day. Those were the best games. They never get boring, especially Silver and Gold. Yeah, man, I like the old games. My problem is I'm getting old, man. So I've gotten so used to playing on my Switch, Pokemon games on the Switch recently. It's just a much bigger screen. I can put it on my TV, my monitor. I just wish they would port the games. If they would port the old games, you don't gotta do it all at once. But start with uh, I don't know. Start with like black and white. Port those over first. Test them out, and then if it really hits off, I'm assuming that will pop off. If they started porting the older like Game Boy Advance games to the Switch, you ain't got no problem with that, man. Shoot, they already ported over Red, Blue, Yellow a while back on the 3DS. It's not impossible. They can do it. I was 22 years old when the very first Pokemon games, Red and Blue, came out. I am now a middle-aged man of 50, and to see the Pokemon crack 1,000 shows how amazing this franchise is. Wow, man, that's what's up. But you're not 50 though. You're 48. If it's 26 years ago, this dude said I wasn't even alive when they came out. Pokemon 5 is my first game I ever bought, and Pokemon Fire Red is my first ever I played. I'm 18 now. That's cool, man. Imagine waking up from a 25-year coma and the Pokemon find out there are more than 800 more now. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That was just my little reaction, going down memory lane, seeing all the Pokemon. I didn't finish because I just didn't want to spoil it to myself. But thank you for watching. See you later.